Hi there, this is Bob Kramer. Welcome back to Kramer's Garage. So I just finished test riding two bikes back to back, and I'm doing a little comparison video. It's a 2007 Triumph Bonneville. This is the T100. And right behind it here is a 2020 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. So the two bikes. So the Interceptor is a 650. The Triumph is an 865. The difference in torque through the mid-range is not really very noticeable. The Triumph feels a little more powerful, but it's very subtle. If I was going to buy a new one and the price difference was $4,000, I don't know that it would be worth an additional $4,000. Now, what I did notice is the suspension on the Triumph is quite a bit smoother and softer. And it might be because it's not stock. This Triumph has aftermarket progressive shocks on it. And that might be what's making the big difference. I feel like the suspension is one place that Royal Enfield may have cut corners to hit a price point. So, but performance-wise, boy, this 650, fuel-injected 650, through the mid-range performs, I think, nearly as good as, if, you know, from a seat of the pants, you know, evaluation without doing a dyno test. It just feels like it's got plenty of torque, pep, pickup, and all that. Everything that you feel when you're riding is very similar between the two bikes. I do prefer the suspension on the Triumph, and I may wind up getting a set of progressive shocks or something for the Enfield just to smooth out the suspension. So I guess, boy, it'd be a real toss-up in my mind which bike I actually like better. I've ridden my Royal Enfield for 6 months now. I've ridden this Bonneville for about 30 minutes. But I'm impressed with the Bonneville. It runs really good. I did a valve adjustment on this yesterday, and I also lubed the chain and adjusted it and things like that. But anyway, it belongs to a friend of mine. But anyway, yeah, you know, style-wise, the two bikes are very similar. I don't know. I think that the Enfield with maybe a suspension upgrade would be an equally good bike. The Triumph, this is an 07, so it's carbureted. I had an 09 Triumph before, and it was fuel injected, and I did not like the fuel injection on it very much. But boy, the Enfield is just amazing for the price, comparing it to the Bonneville. Another thing, the Bonneville has plastic fenders front and back. Yeah, plastic fenders front and back. The Enfield, I believe, has a plastic fender on the front. Yeah, but the back one is metal. Yeah, the back fender is a steel fender, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that might be a plastic fender too. So plastic fenders. Wow. What a decision. The 650 Interceptor, I'm getting about 62 miles to the gallon. When I had my 09 Triumph, which was basically the same engine as this but fuel injected instead of carbureted, I was getting about 50 miles to the gallon on that one. So if that's a concern to anybody, you'll get a little better gas mileage with the Enfield. Another thing is the Triumph has a 17-inch rear tire and a 19-inch front. So there's a variety of dual sport tires and street tires available for this bike. The Enfield, for some reason, they put 18-inch rims front and back. So the choice of matching tires is very limited. Doesn't seem like too many companies make the 18-inch tire in a matching set for front and back. So that could be a concern. So I put Shinko Tourmasters on this on my last go-round, and I did a 3,000-mile trip on them, and they were great. They handled great. They're great in wet weather. I was on some dirt roads, and they handled great on the dirt roads, but they're slightly oversized because they didn't make exactly the right size, so I had to put a block under my side stand to not have the bike leaning too far. But anyway, that's my comparison. It's a toss-up. They're both awesome. I like them. I like them both. I could be happy keeping either one. But anyway, obviously the Triumph is not mine, so I won't be keeping it. The Enfield is mine. I'll be keeping it. So anyway, yeah. If you are in the market to buy one, take a demo ride on both of them and see which one suits you best. But they're both great bikes. I did quite a few upgrades on the Enfield, by the way, to make it mine. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up now. I hope you enjoyed this little comparison, Triumph versus Royal Enfield. And I can't say who the winner is. They're both pretty awesome. Both great examples of classic British motorcycles modernized for this century. So there you have it. I can't really compare. They're both great in their own way. All right, well, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up.